How is everyone doing today? Does anyone want to unmute and we'll share how your week's been? Share something special that's happened, something exciting. Not today. Okay. Well, welcome once again to. And if this is your first time in class with me, my name is Latoya, and I'll be guiding you through a yin sequence today. As far as props, we'll only need 2 blocks today. Just 2 blocks, and that would be fine. If you need an alternative, you could always use a blanket or even something like a thick book, anything that's sturdy that will be able to support you in a bridge pose. All right, so if we're ready, we'll go ahead and get started. Our sequence today, we're going to be focusing on our spine and our hips. So kind of alternating poses, focusing on the spine and hips. So we can start in cross-legged position or easy pose. Maybe cross your legs the opposite way that you would normally cross them. Sitting with your spine nice and tall. Let's just take a few breaths here to get grounded. Deep breaths in through your nose, all the way down into your belly. And exhale out of your nose, releasing anything that doesn't serve you in this moment. If it feels right, go ahead and close your eyes. Continue taking deep breaths. Maybe with each inhale, extending a little through the crown of your head, feeling that energy coming up from your roots all the way up through your crown. And exhale, release. Welcome to anyone who has just come in. Today we're going to be focusing on our spine and hips and having some blocks nearby would be very helpful for today's practice. Extend your right hand down. Bring your fingertips down to the mat beside you. Send your neck over so that your left ear is towards your left shoulder. And if this feels good, stay here. Or you can take your left hand and gently give your head a little tug, feeling a stretch along the right side of your neck. Maybe tilting your head down a bit. You may want to gently move it a little forward, a little back. Just whatever kind of feels good right now to your neck. Release your neck back to neutral. Extend your left arm down to the mat beside you. Send your right ear towards your right shoulder. Using your right hand, slowly, gently bring it over just a bit, if that feels right. Find any slow movement that feels good. Release your head back to neutral. I'm going to take a twist here. So go ahead and on the inhale, extend through your spine and begin to twist over towards the right. You're gazing behind you over your right shoulder. Replace your left hand on your right knee and your right hand on the mat or floor behind you to support you in this twist. Now an exhale, release back to center, and let's twist over towards the left. So inhale, extend, and exhale, twist. And exhale, release. From here, we're going to come to our knees into a toe squat. If you need a blanket here, please feel free to go ahead and grab one. If knee sensitivity is an issue, curl your toes under. Sit back onto your heels. Maybe take your hand and bring your pinky toe up. Make sure that all of your toes are flat to the mat. Placing your palms on your thighs. And feel free to close your eyes as we move as we hold each pose. Just focus your awareness within today. Maybe just be an observer today. Observe what thoughts come up, what feelings are you feeling throughout your body. Just observing and allowing any thoughts to just continue to pass. curl your toes, and send your hands to the mat, your palms down, and point your fingers back towards you so we can get a little stretch in the wrists this morning or today. Maybe find some gentle movement here. And if this is too intense, maybe just want to kind of point your fingers out to each side. That works just as well. And find some side-to-side movements, swaying, just enough to feel a little stretch in your wrist. There's no right or wrong, just kind of whatever you're feeling this morning. Flip your palms so that the back of your hand is down to the mat, and maybe come back a little bit more on your heels for this. You don't want to put too much pressure on our hands like this. With your palms facing up. That feels there. Coming up on your heels, just roll your wrists a bit. And bring your hands similar to tabletop, maybe an inch or two out, downward facing dog. Roll your toes, rotate your elbows out, send your hips up and back. So your head hang here, generous bend in your knees. And from here we're going to find our forward fold or dangling pose. So you can walk your feet in to your hands or vice versa to find your forward fold. And make sure that all four corners of your feet are flat to the mat. Rounded down. Bring your feet as wide as needed to feel stable, to feel comfortable. Grab opposite elbows. Let's let your head hang here. Hips up, but feel free to keep a generous bend in your knees. Don't lock out. You can also keep your fingertips down to the mat if that feels better for you. Just feeling the stretch along the back side of your body. Bringing your fingertips to the mat. Place your feet so that your heels are in, toes are pointed out. So we're going to bring your hips down to a Malasana or a yogi squat. Feel free to place a block under your hips here for support on whatever level feels best for you. Your palms together at your heart center, your elbows gently pressing your knees. Make any adjustments if you need to. And if your heels don't quite hit the floor, free to grab a blanket and wedge it under your heels to kind of catch you. Spine nice and tall. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Come all the way forward down into your belly for Sphinx pose. Your feet out, maybe hip distance wide, pressing down into your forearms. Elbows under your shoulders. Pressing down into the mat. Maybe slightly pulling your chest forward. For a less intense Sphinx pose, just bring your elbows out just a bit. Be gazing towards the top of your mat. slowly releasing down and coming up to sitting or caterpillar pose. Extend your feet out straight ahead. If you need something to elevate your hips, you can either sit on a block or a blanket. Keep your knees bent. Inhale, extending through your crown, extending your arms up. Exhale, fall forward. I like to place my thumbs and index fingers under the back of my leg to help try to keep my feet as straight as possible to avoid my legs rolling out. To make that one, I find that helpful as well. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Using your fingertips to slowly press yourself up. We'll find our deer pose. So bringing your left leg so that your left shin is facing the top of the mat, a 90-degree angle here. And also bringing your right leg extending out to the side, bending your knee at a 90-degree angle. And if this feels good, you can stay here. Or feel free to begin to crawl your fingertips forward or forward bend. And slowly pressing up if you took a fold. Roll back into your left hip and swing your right leg around the firewall pose. We're going to place your right leg directly above the left stack. This way so you can see that. And if this feels a little too intense, you can take your block and either place the block under your right knee here or wedge it in between your foot and knee. To go deeper in this pose, place your fingertips out to the mat and just claw your fingertips forward a bit. Just breathing deeply into your belly. Be imagining your breath even going down into that right hip. If you're folded forward, slowly press yourself up. Unravel with your left leg and bring your feet as wide as your mat. Shoulders fall to one side and then the other. Now we'll take our deer pose on the other side. So bringing your left leg so that your shin is facing the top of your mat. And your right shin facing the side. Feel free to take the same variation on the side that you took on the first side. Took a full fold. Inhale. Begin to come down. Exhale. folded. I'm going to swing that left leg around, rolling onto our right hip. Find firework pose. Coming forward, spine nice and straight. If you feel like going a little deeper today. Using your hands to push yourself back up, if you go forward, unraveling. Extend your left leg straight ahead and bend your right. On the inhale, extend through your spine. On the exhale, I'm going to take a twist here, and you can either wrap around that right knee, or you can place your left elbow. It's kind of like a lever on the outside of the knee. Whatever allows you to get into this twist most comfortable way. Twist a little deeper. The sage marichi pose. Release. So, switch legs. Extending your right leg, and then your left. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, extend, and exhale, twisting to the right. exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper. Release to center, come down to our backs, or banana pose. Reach your arms above. Send your head and your upper body, your arms over towards the left side of your mat. Grab opposite elbows. Then slowly begin to walk your feet over towards the left as well. Gentle stretch down the right side of your body. To make the stretch more intense, cross your right ankle over your left. So whatever you're feeling today, just honor the release of your body in this moment. Taking slow, deep breaths. Slowly coming back to center with your head back, your feet back, and send your upper body over towards the right side. Once you're comfortable, walk your feet over towards the right as well. Just focusing on any sensations you may be feeling internally right now. back to center of the body, back to center. Rock one of your blocks. Press your heels up to place your block. Put your lower back, find your sacrum. You can have your block on any level that feels comfortable. Let's extend the legs straight out. Send your arms overhead. Free to adjust as needed. So you stretch along the front side of your body. Slowly bringing your arms down, your feet back up. Place your block on its lowest height if it isn't already. Or recline bound angles, bring the soles of your feet to touch. So allowing your knees to fall heavy down towards the mat. And if this is too intense, feel free to remove the block. Just bring your hips down to the mat for this. Placing your hands wherever it feels natural, maybe out to the side, maybe still overhead, on your stomach, just wherever it feels right now. Using your hands to slowly press your knees back up. Remove your block if you have one. And extend your legs out for our final pose, Shavasana. Taking up space here. Just allow your feet to fall open. Your hands to just lay out to the side. Palms facing up. Maybe tuck your shoulder blades in a bit. Bring your shoulders down away from your ears. If you haven't already, go ahead and close your eyes or keep your gaze low. You take a moment to observe what you're feeling, to see what feels different from when you first started your practice today. Just allowing your natural breath to flow. As you observe any sensations or emotions. Begin to deepen your breath. Begin to find small movements, rolling your wrists and ankles, wiggling your fingers and toes. Extend your arms overhead. Take a nice stretch. When you're ready, open your eyes and slowly roll over. Push your way up to a crossed legs position. And with your palms together, that's your heart center. We'll end our practice with a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out of the mouth. Inhale. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Namaste. I'm so grateful for each of you.